dear. Are you still getting lost around the mansion? Oh, I'm so shy. Maybe I should call you a lost boy. I suppose that's to be expected. Don't worry. One day you'll know it so well you could find your way with your eyes closed. Shh, shh, shh. There's no rush. You have your whole life to grow accustomed to it. Why did I call you here? Excellent question. Did Frederick forget to tell you? Oh, I suppose he's getting on in age. He's been with me for a very, very long time. It's such a shame that you mortals start to deteriorate in that way. I hadn't realized he was that old. Well, as to your question, I wanted to have a private dinner with you, my lost boy. I try to do this somewhat frequently with each of my boys. At least when I have time. Come here and sit next to me. We have a lovely arrangement for you tonight. Roast beef, a spinach salad, an assortment of dried fruits, a bit of wine. I'm told it's all quite delicious. Of course I won't be eating this, baby boy. I can only consume blood. It does awful things to me if I try to eat anything else. You'll be the only one eating. But we can talk together while you do. Tell me, can you guess why I selected this menu for tonight? Good guess, but that's not it. Actually, all of the foods on the table, they aid in replenishing lost blood. Well, I told you before how delicious your blood is to me. I've been considering making a snack of you every so often. A little more than the others. That means I'll have you eating a lot of iron-rich foods to make up for it. But it's going to be very, very important to me that you let me know if you ever start feeling dizzy or lightheaded. The last thing I want to do is to put you in harm's way. If I ever did anything that caused you to be hurt, caused you harm directly, I don't know what I'd do with myself. Mortals like yourself who all grow old and die eventually, but I don't want you to suffer. Not you. Not anyone in my care, really. It's, shh, it's nothing. Please eat. I want you to enjoy this evening. Is it all to your tastes? My lost boy. I can have the kitchen bring in something else if you'd like. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you like it. This iron-rich food is so helpful. I'm going to tell you a secret. I enjoy my work very much, but my true passion is doting on my dear ones. Your smiling faces mean the world to me. Eat up. That's right. Savor each bite. Worried? Oh, my dear. If I look worried to you, then I'm afraid it's your imagination. Let's talk of it no more. You keep enjoying your meal. Watching you eat is a pleasure. Ah, yes. Actually, perhaps I should enjoy a meal of my own. I know it's not your turn yet, but perhaps I'll snap. Show me your neck, baby boy. Exquisite as always. It's been centuries since I've had anything but blood, but it somehow makes me think of a perfectly aged red wine. Are you feeling all right? Do you suppose I could have just one more taste? Oh, tilting your head, giving me your neck. Always so eager to please. Thank you, baby boy. Honestly, I want more, but that will have to do for now. I'll spoil my own dinner if I take any more from you. Even more frightening is the thought of spoiling you. Oh, do forgive me, baby boy. I really should exercise more self-control. But even an ancient being like myself suffers from moments of temptation, of weakness. Oh, it's very sweet of you to say so, but I am far from perfect. Sometimes I think my darlings deserve a better caretaker than myself. No, it's fine. I'm sorry for spoiling an otherwise lovely evening with such glum thoughts. Keep eating. Please, lost boy. I said I don't want to talk about it. It's my duty to care for you, to keep you happy. The last thing you need is to be caught up in my own personal, mental voids. Dear one, up until this point, I haven't needed to chastise you. You've been wonderfully thoughtful, wonderfully obedient to me. I would hate for you to ruin that streak tonight. So contrite. Why do you ask? Well, if it is that important to you, perhaps I will relent this once, simply in recognition of your good behavior, not favoritism. Do you remember that meeting I had you attend? The one where you were my eye candy, right after your first real feeding? Well, that client I met with has taken some issues with my work. It's very frustrating. The only thing that went awry happened because he deviated from the plan. Willful idiot. I'm sure that everything would have gone smoothly had he simply done his assigned part, done as he was told. Well, you see, he was supposed to capture the royal family and the nobles alive. When they saw that the commoners were no longer loyal, the king would have abdicated the throne and accepted banishment to save himself and his family. The nobles would have supported my client as the new king to stay in his good graces. If any royals or nobles escaped, it would have made no difference. But I misjudged him. He is a brutish oaf and decided to execute them all instead. He paid off some of the guards to find and kill every royal and noble they could locate. The problem is, a prince escaped. Had he done this bloodlessly, there would have been no issue. After the king abdicated, the prince would have had no claim to anything. But trying to kill everyone else who had claim to the throne only works if you kill absolutely everyone. He's taken the crown, but the commoners are split on whether his claim is legitimate. Of course, he now has the gall to blame me for all his bumbling incompetences. It's always a risk, of course, but disgruntled customers usually fall into one of two categories. Either they completely failed and thus don't have the power to threaten me, or they succeed on some level and can only begrudge me minor details. This particular victory of his leaves me with a more powerful enemy than I am accustomed to. Oh, you silly thing. Of course, it had nothing to do with you. No. Shh. You played your part perfectly during that meeting. You were exquisite. But that is part of why I'm so worried. Though he is powerful, his divided subjects leave him with limited resources. I'm sure he can't afford to hire a vampire hunter, certainly not one who is willing to enter a city filled with some of the most powerful vampires in the world. But he does know that I care for you. By using you as a statement, I may have inadvertently made you a target. He mentioned you in a threatening tone last we spoke. I don't want to worry you. You are quite safe here, truly. The city is guarded, and my estate itself is additionally guarded. Yet I can't help but worry on some level. What if he hires someone to hurt you or kidnap you? And what if they get lucky? If my actions led to that, my misjudgments of this oaf, I am not quite sure I could forgive myself. Thank you. You're right. There seems little reason to worry about something that likely won't happen. I have the best security money can buy, and I myself am more than capable of protecting you, my darling. Although I say that, it's not so easy to put worries to rest. Perhaps you would be willing to stay in my presence for a few days until this blows over. It would ease my mind so. Wonderful. It will be much easier on me to have you where I can see you. Less worry. There is no force in the world that could bring you harm so long as I am here to safeguard you. Oh, my lost boy. I want to thank you for insisting that I share with you. I apologize for being short with you before. I'm so much more powerful and experienced than all of my dear ones that perhaps I don't extend you the level of trust that I should. It's a lesson I learn repeatedly, that mortals can show surprising strength and depth of insight at times. It also means much to me that you care about my well-being, just as I care about yours. Lean in a bit closer, will you? I wish to kiss your cheek. That will have to do for your reward, for now. But I'll find a way to better demonstrate my appreciation at another time. My dear ones all serve me so faithfully. But over the centuries, few have shown the sort of initiative that you have. I expect great things from you, baby boy. Now, I think your dinner is getting cold. Please continue. We still need to make sure you keep up your strength. I hope that... Oh, one moment. Enter. Renma, what is it? Oh, he... All right. I'm sorry, dear. Something has come up that needs my attention. You'll have to finish your dinner without me. I'll come and see you again as soon as I can. Enjoy the rest of your evening, my lost boy.
An attack? Are you sure? Did he give you a hint as to when? Never mind. Let's continue this conversation in private in my study.
Boop the like button. And the bell.